Hey everybody, welcome to Walker Bee Ranch. I see a lot of YouTube videos about beekeeping and first year beekeeping and this versus that, and I've done some of those as well. This is my first year beekeeping. I'm getting excited about the bees coming. However, the biggest question I have is, and I haven't seen any real YouTube videos, at least I haven't found them, of questions. The more stuff that I get, the more that I get into beekeeping ahead of time. Unfortunately, it seems like the more questions I have. So one of the big things that I've really struggled with is how much stuff do I need? People say don't start with one hive, start with 2 hives. And it's kind of the whole, if you ask 10 beekeepers a question, you'll get 12 different answers, or, you'll get more different opinions on what you need. So, 5-frame nukes, run all 5-frame, run all 8-frame, run 10-frame, run double deep, run single deep. Just a lot of questions, and I've researched a lot. I've researched a lot of the different topics, and I still have the same questions at the end. Today it's 49 degrees and overcast, so that's one of the reasons why I have been kind of hesitant. It's been rainy and stuff to put out another video, but today is more of a questions I have, and if you can help answer them, please leave them in the comments, or things that you did your first year. Obviously, when you start, the biggest expense is your equipment. So I did buy a ProVap 110. I know there's other less expensive models out there and things you can do. I bought a ProVap 110, which was on sale at Blythewood Bee Company. I got it, it's normally $485. I got it for $425, and then I got a military discount. So with basically eliminates the taxes type of deal. So it was right at $400 that I paid for that. So that's expensive. Each box you buy is an expense. All the frames are an expense. Do you run foundation? Do you run Better Bee? Do you run do you go foundationless? So there's all kinds of questions, and even if you go foundationless, you still need foundation, because you can only put the foundationless in between until it's drawn out. So those are questions. How much stuff is too much stuff? So the other day when I bought my ProVap, I bought 5 more additional deep boxes, 2 more hive bases, which you can see on this stack of boxes here I've actually got a bottom board on the top and a bottom board on the bottom. I only set that up because I don't have a lot of storage room. So then it becomes, well, where do I store this stuff when it's not being used? Obviously I didn't get a hive top. That's why there's one on the top and bottom, and because of the finish that I put on them, I wanted to leave them outside so they could air out. But it seems like the more I do, the more questions I have. So now I bought 5 more deeps, which some are stacked on this other hive behind me here. So I've got 5 deeps. I bought 15 more mediums, which I've only done 10 of the mediums. I still got 5 in my car to build and burn and finish, but the weather, obviously you can see, is overcast and cloudy and nasty out, and about 49 degrees, so I didn't do that. So these are the things that I wondered. If I run a 5-frame nuke like behind me, if I buy a nucleus colony and put it in there, then it's already 5 frames. So within a couple weeks, I'm going to have to add a box or move it or split it. So these are things that have just really I'm kind of struggling with is, how much money did you put in it your first year? And I understand that I probably won't get any honey off the first year. I've got to buy pollen substitute. I've got to buy more frames. I've got I've got to buy different stuff. Now, I did see at Better Bee when I was looking at the Better Comb that Better Bee actually has a sale on what do they call it? Economy frames. For 100 frames, you can get them for like $85, which is $15 cheaper than buying them at Man Lake. But I don't know if the quality is so poor that you're not going to get that long a use out of them, or, So what I've tried to do, being my first year, is I started off a few months ago and started buying along to try to stretch that out, because everything that I've put into this has been cash, no credit. I haven't used any credit to buy any equipment. And I think, in my opinion, you've got stuff like the Flow Hive, which I think is a neat tool, a neat thing if you're just going to have one hive or two, maybe two hives in your backyard. It's not very economical. And then what I think where the downfall of the Flow Hive isn't necessarily in the functionality or the price, but I think when people see that running through social media and they're like, oh, that'd be cool to, we could put a beehive out here, it would help with our garden, yada yada, but those people don't know how to necessarily keep bees. Maybe they haven't done the research on keeping bees. So they put some bees in the box and they let it go. And, maybe they don't feed them. And then maybe the colony survives through the winter. Maybe it doesn't. They're probably not treating for varroa mites. They're probably not monitoring their hive beetles or doing anything for their hive beetles. So is that even an effective thing? Maybe for a year, but every year you'll be buying new bees, so then it becomes the issue of, is it cheaper just to buy the honey instead of using the Flow Hive? So that's why I ruled the Flow Hive out. Not to say that I'll never own a Flow Hive, but I just don't see the cost versus return. So these are just some questions that I have. I'm going to probably keep this video around right at the 10-minute mark. Not going to be long. Just a bunch of questions that I have regarding beekeeping. And I have a mentor, and my mentor does things a certain way, and I know I'm not going to do them the same as him. He does all 5 frames, or 8 frames. I think he moves them to 8 frames, and then maybe to, I've seen very little 10-frame equipment out where he's got. I know he's got some, but he just doesn't get it to that point. So he gets it to 8 frames, and then he starts building honey. And he's not a real honey production type of place, but he's able to pull out frames of honey because he's got so many hives that he does get honey, right? So if you've got 50 hives and you pull 5 frame or a frame out of each box, then probably you're going to have 5 or 10 deeps worth of honey frames. So that's his method of doing things. And every time you do something, you're going to take the information you get and you're going to do the way you want to do anyway. But my questions are, what equipment did you start with? How many did you start with? I think Backyard Bees North Carolina, or NC on YouTube, I think he's got 13 hives. I'm not working currently. I can do this every day of the week. It's not going to be something that's going to hinder me from monitoring the bees. So I was planning to do single deep management, and then I've got plenty of extra resource. I could actually make more colonies. So it's, should I start those colonies all nukes? Should I start some 5-frame packages with all Better Comb and let them just go straight to work? So there's a bunch of questions. I would like for you to leave some comments and tips of what you did in the comments, if you would, and help me out. And, you know, we'll continue to vlog and try to keep this channel going and make things as good as possible. If you like the way that these hives turned out with the Shugiban, Shoshugiban method, I've got a video on that. I actually spent most of the day yesterday doing these, and then put a, you know, people are asking me about the finish. Will it waterproof? It's supposed to protect the wood. That was what the whole method was designed for. But I went ahead and put a water-based urethane on it, a couple thin coats just as protection. It's a little bit more shiny, a little bit nice. I like that look. Hopefully I won't have to recoat it every year. And we'll just see how it goes. You guys will be watching the channel and you'll be able to see how it works. But at any rate, I didn't want this to be a long video. It's just questions, right? We just have so many, I have so many questions. And watching videos, I see a lot of topics on the same things. Pollen patties, how to make sugar syrup, how to do this, how to do that. You know, even single hive management. I see why they do that and how they do that, but I don't see, they don't say, well, when I started with this, and this is why I started that, and this is how I did it. So that's kind of where I'm trying to take this channel the first year. And I've got a lot of questions and a lot of ideas of things, how I perceive them and how I want them to go. But the bees are going to tell me, right, on what they need to be in, what size box they need to be in, you know, and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, it's great. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell, all of that stuff, and follow my journey. And hopefully we can learn some stuff together. So, guys, have a great day. Hopefully your day is warmer and not as rainy. I had a tree fall in the yard. I got to clean that up. So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.